Have you ever felt pressured to be someone you're not? To change something fundamental about yourself, just to fit in or meet someone else's expectations? It's a feeling we've all probably had at some point. It reminds me of a wonderful little story about a young crab and his mother, a tale that holds a surprisingly deep lesson for all of us. One bright, sunny day, a young crab and his mother were enjoying a leisurely stroll along the sandy shore. The waves gently lapped at the beach, and the sea breeze was just perfect as they walked. The mother crab looked over at her son and noticed something she'd apparently never really paid attention to before. He was walking sideways, scuttling along with that classic crab shuffle. "Son," she said, her voice filled with concern, "why on earth are you walking like that? It's so awkward. You should walk straight forward. It's much more graceful and proper, you know." She imagined them gliding elegantly forward, like fish in the water or birds in the sky. The young crab stopped and looked at his mother, a bit puzzled by her sudden observation. "But mother, how am I supposed to walk forward?" he replied, his little claws gesturing to his own body. "This is the way you taught me to walk. It's the way all of us walk. It's the only way I know." He demonstrated his sideways scuttle again, perfectly natural and efficient for him. The mother crab paused. His words hit her with the force of a surprise wave. She looked down at her own legs, her own shell. She had been scolding him for doing the very thing she did every single day of her life. She had been walking sideways her whole life and had never once stopped to question it. It was simply the way crabs walked. A feeling of embarrassment, mixed with a newfound determination, washed over her. "You're right," she said, more to herself than to him. "But that doesn't mean we can't change. I will learn to walk forward, and I'll set a good example for you." With newfound resolve, she decided she would be the first crab to master the art of walking straight. She took a deep breath, focused intently on the path ahead, and lifted one of her front claws. She tried to place it directly in front of her, just like she'd seen other creatures do. But the moment her claw left the sand, her entire body tilted precariously. Her other legs scrambled to keep her upright, but it was no use. With a soft thud, she tumbled over onto her side, her legs wiggling in the air. The young crab watched, a mix of concern and amusement in his eyes. His mother was nothing if not persistent. She righted herself, shook the sand from her shell, and tried again. And again, each attempt was the same. She would lift a leg, wobble uncontrollably, and fall over. It was a comical, yet frustrating dance of determination against design. She tried moving different legs first, tried moving slower, but the result was always a clumsy tumble. Finally, after another sandy fall, the young crab scuttled closer to her side. "Mother," he said gently, "you see, it's just not possible for us to walk forward. It's not a flaw, and it's not something to be ashamed of." He looked at her with pure, honest love. "We are crabs. This is how we are made. Our bodies are designed for this sideways walk. It lets us move quickly and safely along the shore. We should be proud of it, not try to imitate others who are different from us. The mother crab lay in the sand, catching her breath. She looked at her son, then at her own body, and finally out at the vast ocean. His simple wisdom was undeniable. She had been so focused on what she thought was proper that she had completely overlooked the unique beauty and function of her own nature. Why was she trying to be a fish or a bird when she was a perfectly wonderful crab? She sighed, but this time it was a sigh of relief and acceptance, not of failure. A smile spread across her face. Her son was right. She got back up, this time with her usual steady sideways stance. They were crabs, and they would walk like crabs. She looked at her son with pride. "You are very wise, my dear," she said, and with that, they continued their walk along the shore, scuttling side by side. They were no longer worried about walking properly. They were just two crabs, walking their own way, perfectly happy and content in their own shells. This story is such a powerful reminder, isn't it? In a world that often pressures us to conform, to fit into a certain mold, it's so important to remember and celebrate what makes us unique. Your sideways walk might be your quirky sense of humor, your unique artistic style, or your unconventional way of solving problems. Whatever it is, it's a part of who you are. Trying to force yourself to walk forward like everyone else can not only be impossible, but it can also make you lose your balance and fall. So let's all take a lesson from the wise young crab. Let's embrace our own unique way of moving through the world. Be proud of your sideways scuttle. It's what makes you, you, and that is more than just proper, it's perfect. Thanks so much for watching and spending this time with me. If this story resonated with you, I'd love it if you hit that like button and subscribe for more content that celebrates our unique journeys. Until next time, walk your walk with pride.